Have you ever felt so embarrassed by a failure that you just wanted to disappear? Today, we're going to talk about a young man who turned that exact feeling into his greatest strength. This story is perfect for anyone learning English and looking for a little inspiration. Ravi always dreamed of becoming a great speaker. He imagined himself on a grand stage, captivating audiences with his words. But reality, as it often does, had a different plan for his first attempt. He stood on a small stage, the microphone feeling heavy and cold in his trembling hand. The words he had practiced 1,000 times vanished from his mind. A few soft laughs rippled through the audience. It was enough to make his world crumble. He lowered his head, the weight of embarrassment pressing down on him. People whispered, some even said he would never succeed. In that moment, he wasn't just a nervous speaker. He was a failure. In English, failure means a lack of success or not achieving your goal. For Ravi, it felt like a final verdict. For days, Ravi felt completely broken. He locked himself in his room, staring at a single word scrawled across his notebook. Failure. The rain falling outside his window seemed to mirror the storm inside his heart. Every time he closed his eyes, he could hear the laughter and feel the sting of humiliation. He was ready to quit, to throw away his dream and hide from the world. But then a voice of wisdom reached him. His teacher, seeing his despair, shared a piece of advice that would change everything. Ravi, the teacher said gently, failure is not the end. It's the beginning of respect. People don't respect those who never fall. They respect those who fall and have the courage to rise again. This idea of respect, a feeling of deep admiration for someone's qualities or achievements, planted a tiny seed of hope in Ravi's mind. Looking at his reflection in the mirror, Ravi saw the tired, defeated person he had become. But his teacher's words echoed in his thoughts. The beginning of respect, ... He took a deep breath and whispered to himself, I failed. But I learned. It was a small shift, but it was powerful. Ravi decided to change his mindset. In English, a mindset is the way you think or your attitude towards something. Instead of seeing himself as a failure, he started seeing himself as a student. The phrase, I failed, was replaced with, I am learning. This new perspective was his turning point. He began practicing again, not with dread, but with curiosity. He read books on public speaking, recorded his voice to find areas for improvement, and practiced his speeches in front of the mirror, which became his first non-judgmental audience. Months passed. It wasn't an easy journey. There were days of frustration and moments of doubt. But this time Ravi didn't let them stop him. He walked back onto a stage, not the same trembling boy, but a calmer, more confident young man. He took a moment, looked at the crowd, and began to speak. His voice was clear, his message was powerful. The audience, which once snickered, now listened in complete silence, captivated. He didn't become perfect overnight. He still made mistakes, but every stumble taught him a new lesson. And with every lesson, his determination grew stronger. Determination means not giving up, even when things are incredibly hard. Ravi embodied it. As Ravi delivered his final words, a moment of silence hung in the air, followed by a wave of applause. The audience rose to their feet, not just for the speech, but for the speaker. He smiled, a genuine, heartfelt smile. It wasn't a smile of perfection, but a smile of perseverance. He had done it. That day people didn't just see a speaker on a stage. They saw a man who had faced his biggest fear, taken his deepest humiliation, and transformed it into a source of respect. He had achieved his goal not in spite of his failure, but because of it. He had found success, which means achieving what you set out to do after putting in the effort and hard work. So the next time you face a setback, remember Ravi's story. Remember that failure is not your enemy, it's your teacher. It's a signpost showing you where you need to grow. When you change your mindset and see every stumble as a lesson, failure stops being an endpoint and becomes the path to earning respect from others. And most importantly, from yourself. Learn from your failures. Respect will follow. Thank you so much for watching and learning with us today. If this story inspired you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more motivational content. We'll see you in the next video.